Hey, what's up? It's your boy Paul Brantley. We're gonna get into the Housewives of Atlanta, season 15, episode 1. It starts off with Sheree at home. Montel end up showing up from a photo shoot. So she excited to see him and everything. She asked him how his photo shoot went. He said it went good and everything. So they do a little chit chat. She told him she had a surprise for him. Told him go change. So the surprise is she had got a private chef to come. So as he going to change, she tells us that Montel has been talking, and they has been dating for a minute now. They've been taking things slowly, all that good stuff. Um, and stuff. She said that he do get big dick energy. He do get that. Them her words and everything. So the camera did a zoom in of him when he changing and stuff, and all that stuff. I want. Okay. I said that didn't. I said that don't mean he get big dick. That don't mean he get big, big package energy. Not at all. But okay. Um, moving on from there, he ended up coming back downstairs after he changed and stuff. He was surprised that he thought the surprise was gonna be, when he seen the lady, he thought it was gonna be a threesome, but it wasn't. Sheree went, "Oh, that's what you thought it was? Nah." She ended up telling in her confession that she almost had a threesome with her ex-husband, but he ended up having a threesome with two other people in the marriage and stuff, and all that good stuff. Um, so they ended up sitting down, chit chat. She ended up telling them about, Sonya, husband birthday party that was coming up. Told him that all the ladies is gonna be there. So he's gonna meet everybody. Said Candy's gonna be there and stuff. He went, "Oh yeah," the one that said I was an opportunist. He went, "Yeah, she need to be worrying about her man who really is the opportunist." Yeah, wait. I said, Martell. Martell gonna be Martell. Martell don't care. That's just him being him. He always gonna be slick with the mouth. He's a smart ass. That's just Martell. Always. Um, and that's what it's gonna be. And then he said, they about him. I know they only like 3 feet, right? So they did a playback of show of them. They like Candy is 3 feet in heels. She's 5'3" in heels, and Todd is 5'7" in shoes. I said, bitch, they don't care. Our production is the best. So they moved on. So Sheree ended up saying, Kenya gonna be there, and she's very excited about meeting you and stuff, and so like that. He went, I have never met her before, and stuff. Yeah, he went. Sheree said, I think they all gonna be on their good. Everybody gonna be on their good behavior and stuff like that. Um, So we move on from there. We move on to Candy. So Candy is at Candy Coated Factory at her Candy Coated Factory. She's sitting with her clique, the two her two besties, and they sitting there talking about Sheree, her business. Which I'm like, why is y'all sitting here talking about another person's business when y'all should be talking about Candy and what Candy got going on? Y'all sitting here talking about Sheree. So, they got, her and her two besties, two flunkies are there. So they talking about Sheree. You got Don Juan saying, Sheree, Sheree business is shut down. She ain't sold nothing. Him being shady as he always is. Candy goes into, I tried to help her, but she thinks she knows everything. She knows people and all this stuff, and she didn't, and, she don't want to pay nobody and stuff because she got people and all this stuff. And I'm like, that's if she says she got people, she got people. That's her business. It's like she didn't need your help. She don't need your help. Move along. Move along. So, they talked about that and whatever. Then Don Juan brought up, they getting ready to start. Candy getting ready to start back up. Candy Coated Nights, and he saying, we need to get back on that. So what are we doing? How we gonna go set this up and whatever? Then she ended up telling him, she went, yeah, I know about that, but Ace, she told him a situation that just happened that Ace had came to her the other day and told her that, he came to her the other day when he was complaining. He said he need his mom. He said, I need my mom. I want my mom help. Whoever, the nanny or whatever, who's there to help them while she's working, he didn't want their help. He wanted Candy help. He wanted his mom. He wanted her because he understands it when she helps him more. And he just wanted his mom. And he's told her, you work too much. And she didn't understand why she was sitting there with her clique. She didn't understand why. She said him being 6 years old, she don't know why he would say that. And I said, why wouldn't he? I said, he's very bright. He's very bright, very smart. You got him in a commercial. In a KFC commercial. You got him taking acting class. So he's very smart. So he's picking up on what's going on. And he's telling you. Because your oldest daughter told you the same thing. You don't have time. Because when you had your kids, these two little ones, she told you, Riley told you, you don't have time for me, but you have more kids. And you having the same issue all over again. And your 6-year-old is telling you, you don't have time for me. You need to stop working. So she feeling a certain way about that. As they talking about that, then in comes Funny Bill Kenya. She comes into the room and stuff. And then come Minyetta. Hope I said it. Minyetta. Minyetta ended up coming into the room. They showed up to show up meeting Candy. The Candy clique ended up leaving and stuff. So they get down to start chit chatting and gossiping. This is when Kenya ended up telling Candy about her new boo that she met through. She got hooked up through Minyetta at. She went to Minyetta's birthday party. Either her birthday party or her husband's birthday party. She threw some party that Minyetta threw. She ended up meeting Minyetta's one of her closest friends, the guy that she ended up hooking her up with. So that's who she dating now. She's saying, she done felt things she ain't never felt before and stuff. I'm like, girl, bye. It's like, whatever. So she's saying, yeah. She's saying, she glad that, I said, you better be glad somebody hooked you up, because I said, why would you think Candy will hook you up? Candy ain't got no good luck with men. Look who she married to. But moving on, so they continue to gossip. They bring up Sheree. They bring up Sheree and start talking about Yeah, they start talking about Sheree and Sheree new boo, Montel. And they started talking about a rumor. Supposedly, he's sleeping around with multiple girls, um, and stuff. And Candy was like, I heard on the streets. And Mignetta said, girl, I heard the same thing, girl. And so they, they do the little hand thing, and girl, I had the same thing, girl. So this when Kenya said, like, well, yeah, Kenya end up saying, well, he kinda try to holler at me in my DMs, and she ended up pulling out her phone, going through her DMs, pulling it up. They end up looking on the phone to see if and his name came up, but you couldn't. She didn't request it or anything, so she ended up pushing on it, and when she requested it, it didn't show up. It was a blank. It was a blank request. So yeah. So after that, that's when Kenya ended up asking Candy about, Shrin girl, what happened with you and Ty? Cause I called you the other day, and I heard you and Todd in the background having a little argument or whatever. And Candy ended up telling that Todd wants her to work on. Todd has a few projects going on, and he wants her to work on some of his upcoming projects. He wants her to work with, he wants her to write, be an executive producer, and write on a couple of the scripts with other writers, other executive producers and writers. And she said something one incident that came up where she could not, she was asking him to reset the date, reset the time frame, because he said there was a meeting for the writers to meet up at 11. And she said she's busy at 11. She had an interview at 11. She said, could we move it up? Can you see if you can move the meeting up? And he said no, because he said no, I can't do that because of the other two people. He said I can't do that. And then turn around, I want to say around that, she said then come back a few hours or so, whatever. She said he came back to her saying that the meeting had to be moved up because the other two people had they had other obligations at 11 o'clock. So he moved it up. So Candy said it made her feel like he making her feel like she's the bad person, like it's her. And so she ended up breaking down and crying and stuff. And it's like, let's be real. I say I'm not a Candy fan. Ain't never been, ain't never will be. But I understand where she going. I understand where she coming from, because it is like, I asked you. I plainly asked you. I'm busy, but can we move that up? Is there a way to move the meeting up so that we can get with the writers, and I can, but you said no. But then when these two writers said, oh, they had other things to do at other things to do at 11, you had no problem moving it up. So that make her feel like she's the bad person. And yeah, that's a problem. So they comfort her and everything. And then this is when Kenya was like, you gotta make time for your man, because I don't want you to go to divorce and be in the same situation that I am in. I said, first of all, girl, I said, you ain't in the same situation that she's in. Not at all. Because I said she makes time for that man. She do. She make time for that man, and she make time for that family. We done seen it on her spinoff and stuff that she does, that Candy do make time. She's a worker. That girl does work. I can give her that. She works hard. But she do make time. She do. She tries. They show her making time. And they show her and stuff. So But he makes it seem like she don't do enough for him in his career. And I said, that ain't true. But it's gonna always be one sided. But moving on from there, we move on to Sonya, cause so Sonya's at home with the whole entire family, cause everybody live with her, and stuff. So she at home trying to make sure that everything is ready for her husband's surprise birthday, surprise birthday party that she's throwing for him. So she trying to make sure that everything is going right since last year when she came on and the party wasn't all that. So she trying to make sure everything is good this year. So she had to do her big one. She ended up hiring her brother-in-law who's trying to get into the real estate business down there in Atlanta. And so he's been having a hard time. So she said, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and hire him as my assistant. This will give him a chance to network because she traveling, she here, there, and everything. She does a lot of things, so it will give him a chance to just if he got business cards and stuff like that, do what you do. So she ended up asking him, so how you feel so far about working, being my assistant? And he said, it's a lot of doing podcasts, um, writing for this, taking flights, doing flights for this and that, etc., etc. When he said that, that's when her sister, his wife, gave her 2 cents of saying, you don't know how to respect boundaries. Said you don't know how to respect boundaries. You trying to find things for him to do other than eat his dinner. Now, side note, that right there, I'm gonna be honest. I'd have beat her ass, sister and all, cause that's my sister. I'd have beat her ass right then and there because I said, first of all, I was talking to my brother-in-law. I wasn't talking to you. He was answering the question on his own, and you butted your 2 cented ass into the question because you wanted to. And you gonna say the stupid stuff to me. And she also called her sister, uh, uh, she called her a dummy or idiot. She called her something. She called her a name. And I said, nah, 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 nah. I said, that sister would have got them paws. She got them paws like Scrappy said, you get these paws. She would have got them because you're wrong. So the sister, told her gave a little bit more because, you want to change stuff and you come in so sister end up getting a confession and stuff. Like she don't have no schedule and stuff since she ain't an athlete no more. So her schedule is off and everything, and me and my family is on a schedule and stuff. She comes in at 11 at night and stuff, and she be wanting me to take down her wig and stuff. And I was like, girl, you living in her house. What you think you gonna be doing? Because I said if I came in and I had a wig on, hell yeah, you gonna be taking that wig off, ho. Get your ass up and take this wig off. Cause I come right in your room, knock knock. Hope you're dressed, girl. He too. Girl, get up. This wig gotta come off, sweetie. Come on. Get your house coat. Let's go. You living in my house. You didn't have to come down here. You could have stayed your ass up in New York. You came down here. Or Jamaica, wherever y'all came from. You came down here. You didn't have to. but you did. So deal with the consequence. So as she said what she said to her sister, um, she ended up saying, "Well, I gotta get these kids to bed." The sister was like, "Yeah, yeah," cause at that point you can kind of see that Sonya was red. If you can see her face, she was red. I said she was red as hell. Like she wanted to beat that ass. Cause it was like you got your nerves to be talking to me. Because it's like y'all have lived off of me my entire life. My mama, my daddy, y'all been my man. My mama, my daddy was my manager. You was my hairstylist. You did my hair. Come on, and y'all made good money, Savannah, good money. And now that I'm retired, but I'm doing multiple things now, I'm on the go. I'm doing multiple stuff now, building myself and my brand. What? He's my brother-in-law is my assistant right now. If he don't want to be my assistant, he can quit. But if he can't be her assistant for right now then how he gonna make it out there in real estate? Because if you can't even do this, how you gonna do that? Because you gonna go to a real estate place and when I was thinking about it, I was like her husband. He not only have a car service, he actually is a realtor too, and he has his realtor license. I know in Atlanta too. So I said he could have worked for his brother-in-law there, but I said probably would have ended up being his brother-in-law assistant. At his, I don't know if he worked on his own brokers or not. I'm not sure, but you would have probably ended up being an assistant too. So yeah. Moving on. So we move on from there. We move back from there. We move on to Candy. So Candy is at home with the family. You know, it's family time. So they all in the kitchen and stuff. Todd at the table. He at the table. He's on the computer and whatever. I said so food came and whatever. The kids there, she tended to the kids and she heard like Ty was talking and she was asked like, she went, "Who you talking to?" And he went, proofreading the script with people. She went, "Oh, okay." She went, "Well, it's family time." And he said, "Well, we are reading through the script right now." She went, "Well, you're not gonna get done with it today because it's family time." And so she started singing. What was the song? She started singing this song. She started singing. I do not have all the energy. Yeah, she said I do not have all the energy. That's what she started singing. Um, as she was making the food for the kids and stuff. And he was getting irritated as that was happening. And I said, yeah, because it's family time. You know it's family time. And so, she's saying in her confession and stuff, she's saying, I'm making time for the family and everything. And I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. But it seems like he don't want to do the same thing when even though he's trying to do his own thing. But he don't want to do the same as I'm doing, give the same in return. But he wants me to cut back. But I said, well, I get where she's coming from, and I get where he's coming from. But it's like, yeah, when you know it's family time, it's family time. You cannot. It's like it just because you tell her she need to cut back. That mean when it's family time, that mean both of y'all. It's family time, meaning work is off, and so he finally tells the people, my family's here. They telling me I gotta go, and so one of the people said, "Well, can you we at least go through the last two pages?" He went, "Yeah." She went, "Candy went, just forget about it," and she just forgot about it. I'm like, "Yeah, that's some bull. That's some bull for real." So we move on to Marlo. So Marlo at Marlo house with the nephews. So the nephews are making dinner. It's taco night. So Marlo says in a confession, she says that her sister is actually out of jail now. Her sister's been out of jail for a few months. She hasn't contacted the boys since she's been out of jail, or seen them either. And I, she said the boys are not going anywhere. So they're staying here, and everything. And I said it's very sad that they're not, that their mom is not, not around. Like, you did all that and you still not even around your boys. But I hope that their mom does get the help that she needs so that she can be in her son's life, so that she can see them grow up and be in their life for the rest of their life. That's all. So, they have dinner and whatever. Then the life coach come over. The life coach is helping them get through everything that's went on since last year. Life coach know about, her kicking them out. They go into their aunt house, staying there, and everything. And they talked about that they working on a mission statement. The family mission statement. It was what was it? They still coming up with the mission statement that they are a family that comes together during tough times and something that they still coming up with it. Um, they gotta do a family portrait together or whatever and stuff. It's still a lot of work to go on for them, but they are all working through it together. All three of them. And I said that's the good thing about it. And I think that the life coach that they got, she's really helping them. And I said, and that's the good thing. Because it seems like it's really helping. Because the boys do seem happier. And Marlo seemed happier. And that's really what really matters. So, moving on from there, we move on to Sheree, Sonya, and um, Courtney. I think it's Courtney. Yeah, Courtney. Sheree's friend Courtney. So we at Sheree house. Sheree and Sonya working out. Courtney ended up showing up and stuff. So they ended up chit chatting and everything. So Courtney ended up telling them about Candy. About that Candy been going around. Candy had was calling around, asking about her, telling people that they were friends, and she said she don't even know this woman, and she don't understand why she calling around asking people about her, asking people about do they know her. She pulling her Instagram up, showing her and saying, asking, do y'all know this woman and whatever. And she said, she think Candy is she do think Candy is worldwide, so why is Candy so concerned about her? And I can see Candy doing that. I honestly can. I said I don't pull nothing from Candy. Candy is that type. I can see that from Candy, 100%. Because who she hang around? Kenya. I can see it. Sure can. So, Sheree was like, told her like, girl, yeah, I have been having some issues with her and stuff like that. She went, she always got my name in her mouth and stuff. So she went, girl, it ain't nothing new. Sheree, so in the confessions, Sheree says, She says Candy has a lot of time. She said Candy have a lot of time to do things like that. She did it to me. She said Candy, if Candy ain't talking about people, if she ain't talking about people or me, talking about people or me, then she just then she is just eating and sucking dick. I said, bitch. Eating sucking dick, girl. I said you ain't lying, but you ain't, but not in the locker room. I said, girl, shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up, Sheree. I said, Sheree, girl, you don't get it. I said, I love you, girl. I love you. Stay on that girl neck. Stay on her neck. I said, stay on the girl. Stay on that girl neck. Because I said, oh, girl, you know. You said, but not in the locker room, girl. You don't even hear that locker room. Sheree a mess. So we move on from there. We went on to Ross' birthday party. So Ralph and Drew husband Ralph shows up to the party without Drew. There's a Drew had a family emergency. I think something's going on. He said something's going on with her dad and stuff. So he showed up to represent for for his family and for his friend. He ended up finding out that him and Courtney both ended up finding out that they are cousins. Just then at the party, um, Candy and Candy and Kenya, they were hating heavily when Sheree and Montel walked in. I said, I ain't never seen two people hate in my life. I said, why y'all hating? Y'all both got men. I said, be happy for the girl. But just said, y'all so worried about what's going on with her man and what supposedly he doing. Why you care? But okay. So, yeah. So after that we got so Candy and Sheree finally say hi to each other during the party. Kenya ended up asking Montel if she ended up asking Montel if they were dating. And Montel said, yes, we are dating. Sheree was in her confession. Sheree said you need to stop worrying. Sheree said you need to stop worrying about what's going on with me. What's going on with me and be more worried about what's going on. You need to be more focused on if your husband gonna take you home and add baseboards. I said, bitch. Baseboards, girl. I said, Sheree, girl, get that house. I said, Sheree is just in prime, girl, in prime. So we move on from there, move on to Marlo and Courtney. So Marlo and Courtney, they end up talking for a bit, talking about the tea that went on earlier with Courtney and Candy that went on because Marlo ended up talking to Sonya the day before about what went on about what happened with her. So they ended up talking about it and stuff, and Courtney told her what happened or whatever, and Marlo said, you know, you need to go talk to her about it, you know, and whatever. And Courtney went, yeah, I'll bring it up to her and whatever. And so we moved from there. We got Kenya, Candy talking about if they were going to tell Sheree about Montel, about the rumor. of Montel. So now we just finding out that Montel, Candy says now Candy's story didn't flip from earlier, y'all. Earlier in the episode where now she done said that she knows the person. So one of the ladies, she knows one of the ladies that he's been messing with. But beforehand, she didn't say that. She said she heard what's going on in the streets. But now she knows one of the ladies that he's been messing with, and she said she feel like she need to tell him. But she didn't go over there and tell him. It was Kenya and Mayella that went over there and told. So they were deciding on what they were gonna do. So Kenya and Mayetta went over there and told them. So they went over there and told. Okay, so I'm gonna do the Kenya and Mayetta last. So we're gonna go ahead and go into the Candy, Courtney, Sonya with my girl Marlo in the background on the side listening. So Courtney ended up telling Candy, girl, and I'm telling her, and I'm telling her what was said to her from her friend that told her that Candy, I heard you've been talking about you've been talking about me, this was said and whatever, and Candy was like, Candy, what? I don't even know you. I have never met you and stuff like that. And Candy was like, what's with the energy? Candy was like, what's with the energy for? And stuff. So during all this commotion, Candy was like, Candy ended up, I said, doing they whole back and forth. Candy was like, this is when Candy flipped it. Candy was like, what I said was, I showed when I showed the picture, I said I knew the girl that was the other girl in the picture. I knew her because of the music industry. I knew her. I didn't know you. That's what I said. That's who I knew. So Sonya ended up saying, Sonya was like, you did bring. Sonya ended up telling Courtney, you did bring big energy, girl. You did bring in big energy, girl, when you first started this, when you started the whole conversation, girl. It's not cool. That's not cool. So Courtney was like, thank you for checking me, girl. Thank you for checking me. And she went, I want to apologize because she ain't. I can admit I was wrong for the way I delivered, and I only had good things to say about you, girl. But I ain't no clout chaser. I said, bitch. And this is Candy like, can't wait, there you go again. There you go again. She like, what? She like, there you go again. There you go again. There you go again. It's like cloud chasing. I never cloud chasing. Candy, I never said that. Courtney, what? See, like, stop the bouncing. Stop. Candy White, stop the bouncing. Courtney White, calm down. Calm the fuck down. Calm the fuck down. Candy like, I'm about to headbutt this bitch. I'm about to headbutt this bitch. I said, girl, you ain't about to headbutt nobody with your punk ass. Girl, her fake ass man standing back there like, come on, baby, come on. It's like your girl ain't about to do shit. She ain't about to do a motherfucking thing with her lying ass. Because Courtney had calm the fuck down. So let's get to Kenya, Sheree, and Mayetta. So Mayetta tells her, Mayetta tells her about the rumors and whatever. tells her, the rumors that was going on that supposedly your man Montel is you know, out here messing around with a couple of women and whatever. And Sheree went, oh really? She went, excuse me. She went, oh really, really? Okay, okay. She went, all right. She went, thank you. Thank you, Sheree, girl. I just wanted to let you know. And Sheree went, now I'm going to yell at Sheree. She ain't had nothing to say last year now. She want to have a voice. I went, bitch. She did. She got a voice. Oh, it's Sheree a mess. Shay, now she did now this season she want to have a voice. I said, girl, shut up, Sheree. She just trying to be cool. Cause Candy didn't want to bring her punk ass over there. Cause she the one had the shit to tell you. Cause she knew one of the girls. So this one, Kenya White, since we are friends, and I just wanted to tell you that I just wanted to let you know, since we are friends, that he slid into my DMs. He slid into my DMs. And as a friend, I think I think you needed to know. Sheree went, okay. Okay. Sheree, let me see. Sheree went, okay, so let me see him. She went, Kenya, so let me see him. So show me that he slid into your DMs. Let me see him. She didn't want to pull it out. She didn't want to pull it out. Like, so she went, better yet, girl, better yet, he's here. She went, he here. She called him over. So she called him over. So you got Boo Boo the Fool, Kenya looking stupid. Like, I don't want to tussle with him. I don't feel like tussling him. I look too good. I look too good in this dress. I said, girl, no, you don't. You look like a tired hoe that picked that up out of Ross. You picked that up out of Ross. That's where you picked that up out of Ross. I want to say Macy, but you ain't go to no Macy, girls. You went to Ross and picked that outfit up. And went to the Chinese wig place in the hood for that wig. Come on now. But after that, that's where it went off at. So this episode was really good to be for the first one. I said they really brought it. I said Sheree did. Sheree brought all the fire. Sheree came and slayed. My girl Marlo did a thing as usual, bro. I love her. Sonya did her stuff too. Sonya family gonna be a mess I said her family, they gonna be a mess this season. I said it's just the beginning. Cause that sister, Sonya gonna have to put her in her place. She got to put her in her place, and she got to put them people in their place for good. Cause that's gonna be a problem. I said because the way that sister acted, she's gonna be one of the biggest problems because her husband gonna have to say something. He gonna have to say something because I'm surprised. I said, to be honest, I'm surprised Ross didn't say anything to her when she disrespected her. But it's just the first episode, but it was good. Like, subscribe, comment, share on all social medias. It's your boy Paul Brantley. I'll get back at y'all later.